call it a rocking chair revamp. I mean, I think that pretty much fit what I'm trying to do. So it's just a DIY, and I'm actually going to be repairing and fixing a rocking chair. And I found this rocking chair. Okay, y'all know I will dumpster dive. It's worth it. I'm just saying. Old lumber, certain things, it's worth it. You gotta kind of grab it up. So this is what I grabbed up, and it was not that far from where my house is, and the neighbors, I think they just let their dog kind of chew on everything, because it's chew bites here, chew bites here, chew bites here, 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 and a little bit here and on here. Let me see if there's any over here. No. Okay. So as you see, I want to kind of like repair the chew marks, because I can't have nobody sitting and rocking in this with all these chew marks looking like my dog did this, which it did not. So I'm going to fix it. Now, I did a little research, but let me zoom in so you guys can see exactly. That you can see. See? Yeah. Just a little worn, just a little bit. But it's real cute. You know, a little paint job, little touch up, real cute. So, y'all know I always do my research whenever I'm doing anything. And I have both water putty and it say rock hard. So just why I got this, because I figured it was here. And then I got wood filler. And it's plastic wood. This is by DAP. And then this is by Durham's. So I've never used neither one of these. But being that this said it say feels, knot holes, mold strong figurines. Let me see what else it say. Patches, the plaster and stuff, and other little patchwork. And then this one, the filler, I think this is like pretty much like if you want to patch up some holes or something, or your wood is a little bit uneven and you just want a little bit of filler to make it smooth. I think this is really what this is for. I was going to take this back because I didn't really need it. But I said I'm just going to keep it because you never can tell when something may come up and I may need this. Just saying. You got to make it make sense. And plus, I'm not wasting gas to go back to Home Depot, so I'm going to just keep this. I'm going to just keep it. But this is what I'm pretty much going to be using. And like I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm not a woodsmith. You know, I don't work with wood on a regular. That's not my specialty. You know, I just love doing hair, nails, and building and DIY. So like, I like to show my creative side in doing hair, and then I like to show my creative side really in doing nails. You know, when I get those clients that be like, do you? You know, but like hair, it's pretty much the same, basic. Everybody is doing the same thing. Everybody's wearing wigs. So it's no fun in that. I can't really show my creative side. So I'm showing my creative side and my art and my DIY crafts, because I'm showing you. If I tell you I don't know what I'm doing, but it still turn out pretty darn good, that means that you can do it too, and it can turn out pretty darn good. Just saying, save your money, save your bucks. Things is going up, and what we don't need is to be paying out a lot of money for stuff like this. And when you find you can fix it up for less than $2-3, maybe $4-5, and that'll be it. You know, can of paint, whatever else. You get to feel like you won't spend that much. But this is what I'm going to be using. And I also have my sandpaper. So this is like, got two of them in there. Got 80, 24, 400, 100, and 150. Those are all the grit for the sandpaper in here. So what I'm going to do first is sand all of these to get it pretty smooth. See how to mix this and mix this up and get it together. And I'm going to start applying, meaning that like this don't look that bad. So I may actually use that wood. What is that? That wood filler? Is that what it is? Yes, I may actually use the wood filler. You want to know why? Because that may actually work to fill those little spots up that just got a little bit of the bite marks in it. If you give me this, I'm going to have to kind of mold it and shape it back and redo it and make it look a little bit better. Make it make sense. So With this, I don't think we're going to need too much. Just some plastic to put down so I don't mess up the floor. I got my wood putty. I got my wood filler. I got my sandpaper. I would do this particular craft outside because I'm sanding. But, y'all remember how I told y'all in Michigan, one day it could be 60, the next day it could be 20. Today is almost 30. It's cold. The reason why I got this on is because I was in and outside. So I left it on so that I can kind of warm up, you know, because I'm still a little chilly. But either which way, because I like some of the grain within the wood. Like, you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, but certain wood have certain grains or certain imprints within how the bark of the tree was, because that's where wood come from, if y'all didn't know. Come from trees. Okay? So this is what I'm talking about. But I'm, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get it all sanded down. And when I get everything sanded down, prime, prep, ready, we'll come back. We'll go a walk through, because y'all know this little writing. Yeah. I can't see all of it. I could see some. But I'm going to have to read this first so I know how to mix it, what to do, what's the, you know, the requirements. Because remember I told y'all, products only work when you do them as manufacturer directions. So meaning, if I made this product for you guys and I gave it to you and I didn't put nothing on it, then it will be do how you can figure out to do it. But when I place these instructions on there, that means if you do this way for whatever project you're doing, it should work. You know why? Because you followed our instructions. Now, if you go say, I ain't doing that, and then go do your thing and then something don't stick or pop off, you can't be mad at the manufacturer. It's no longer their problem. It's really the person or consumer problem. So it's your problem. You messed up. Don't blame it on them. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get everything prepped, everything ready. Y'all may see me kind of come out of clothes and stuff, like as far as my hoodie and everything, because this is my outdoor hoodie. This is not, like I said, see, I got my clothes ready. So this is nothing that I wear as far as when I'm doing things like messing with stuff like this or paints and stuff like that, because I do kind of wear this, you know, to the store, to other places, because it's real quick. Something real quick put on while weather is changing. It ain't too big. I don't have to put my big winter coat on. Just boop and go. So I'm going to go get everything together. If you haven't hit that subscription button, why? Hit it now. Just saying. Not being demanding, but we trying to grow. So make sure y'all share this content. Somebody may get one of these at home and they like saying they want to throw it out because they don't know what to do with it. Now you can let them know Mom Dukes know what to do with it. So gear them my way. And then we can go from there. So again, guys, thank you. Gracias. We're going to go ahead and get this party going, okay? So, again, thank you. Love you guys. Always stay safe and stay blessed. Yeshua, Yahweh, got you. The angels, they got you. Goodness is coming. Do you hear me? Positivity. That's where I want y'all to be. All that negative stuff, leave that for everybody else to deal with. Meaning, just let it float through the air and float by you. Meaning, it ain't for you. Simple as that. So we're going to go ahead and get on up into this, because I'm so excited, because I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm so geeked to see which way my brain can take me and what we can do to get this together, because my grandbabies, they're going to want this in the summertime and the springtime when we're in the yard gardening. Yes. So, thanks again, guys. Okay, so I am going to be starting with the rock hard water putty, and the only thing you have to add in this is water. So the directions are, you want to make sure that the area is free of dust, grit, and oil, and I did go ahead and let everything basically get washed off and everything, so that I can make sure that everything was clean. I let it dry, and then what you're going to do is you're going to pour the putty into a clean dish. and you're going to add a little water, and you're going to add water little at a time, and you're going to mix it. And you want the consistency to kind of be like a little pasty, not watery, but thick enough to where it can adhere and stick. So it's like 3 parts powder to 1 part water, and that's by weight. And you prepare it in like little quantities, because you don't want to prepare too much, because it does set quickly. They're not telling a fib about that. It sets very quickly. And if you want to let it kind of work a little bit longer before it hardens, you can add a very small amount of vinegar in the water when you're mixing it. And basically that'll help you out a little bit. But I just did little batches, and all you're going to do is just press the putty firmly within the cavity of the wood you're filling, and then feel completely smooth off, all the putty and everything with a knife. And you try to remove all the excess before it hardens. You let it dry completely, and it doesn't really, let me see. And of course, if it need to be smooth, you smooth with a sandpaper, but it doesn't really say like, okay, total drying time depends on size, humidity, and temperature. And then the weather, of course, or whatever. So it doesn't tell you like, oh, let it sit overnight, 24 hours, 5 hours. It's basically dependent upon pretty much everything from the air, which is the humidity, how much you're using, if your house is either hot, cold, whichever way or wherever you're working at. So I let mine sit overnight, and then I came back to the project, and everything I did, I basically let it sit at night. So I'm just going to be repeating this process for each part. And again, letting it sit overnight. And then I'm going to come back, sand it, smooth it. I believe I forgot to dust it off, but we're not even going to pay attention to that. And I'm going to go ahead and start next with the wood filler. Okay, so it is the next day. I did let this sit overnight, which was 24 hours. I'm going to go ahead and sand everything down. And I did decide to go ahead and use the wood filler as well, because even though the water putty, or the putty itself, it did do an excellent job, it was just a little kind of thick and cakey. So my thought was, if I add the wood filler, it can help me smooth it out, so when I paint it, it won't be as noticeable. So I'm going to finish applying this here, and I'm going to let it sit overnight. And when I come back, I am going to use a higher grit sandpaper so that I can smooth it out. The lower the grit, the rougher the sandpaper and the more it takes off. I don't want to take off product. I just want to smooth the product that I just adhered here. Okay, so I'm going to stop here because some of the product was falling off. And I'm going to go ahead and paint it. And you guys can let me know, how do you like it? Go ahead. Don't forget to comment. Feel free. Be respectful. And don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed, hit that subscription button for me. You guys stay blessed. I love you guys. Believe in something. Stay prayed up. Believe in yourself. That's all that matters. Believe in yourself. You have the power. You are the key. I love you. And so do the creator of all. Deuces, I'm out.